Oh man, oh man. Look at that view, guys. Rain is gone. Lost trucks parking in. People are parking. Catching up. It seems like more rain is coming through. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we got time to catch a little bit of these. Look at those views. I know some of you guys might come out here a lot, but it's been almost 2 years for me on this side. It's beautiful. Let's go see how the sunset looks. Our load, you guys will see it on the next video posting. That's our load going back east, well, at least central. Go watch that video. It'll come after this one. Woo, the sun right in our faces. There we go. I know you guys can barely see anything, but ain't that awesome? Go behind here, behind its trucks for a minute. Take you out with me. I got bored in the truck. It's the first time in a long time look at that. Line of trucks. Parked for the night. Let's not step in the water. A whole lot of trucks, people. We're at the loss of I-70 Grand Junction, if you're wondering. If you're wondering. We're gonna come back here. Try to be a little unskippy. Well, you got a heavy load, look at that. You got a heavy load under that tarp. Oh, this gate's open. Can you see all the little bugs in there? You guys see them flying? Yeah. Should we go back there? Why not? Why not? Let's go. Truck's still on. Oh, somebody's walking a puppy. Walking a puppy. I think I came back here with Nyla last time I was here. Ooh, look at that thing. Sucker's big. Ooh, I heard it. They didn't like the camera. You didn't like the camera, buddy? Did you not like the camera, buddy? Yeah, I'm talking about you. All right. Sorry, buddy. Oh, you leaving? All right. They didn't like the camera. All right. Well, if you guys are wondering why, man, that's just a beautiful view. Ooh, black ants. That's some big ass freaking ants. Why am I bringing you out here? Well, I'm bored in a truck. Even though it's not early. I mean, we stopped around 4 o'clock. But it's early for me. The fact that I still had an hour on the clock. Like we had 5 hours. But the route that we're taking, 191 South, there's a bunch of just rest stops on the way down. There's a couple, like, I think there's one, I don't remember it, but there's one in the middle of it. Down in the middle of it, it's in kind of like an Indian truck stop. And it's very nice. Bathrooms are nice and stuff. But I didn't look for it. I figured, a storm was coming to rain. I was like, just stop for the day. I'm a little mentally tired. Woke up early and stuff. Decided to just call it a day and enjoy the view. Like I said, you guys gonna hear, I could have hustled down and try to make this delivery tomorrow, but it'll be in a lot of hustling tonight. Still be driving right now for another 2 hours and not being able to enjoy the view out here. So I decided I'm gonna enjoy the scenery and the relaxation weekend. We hustled with that, long haul to Wyoming. Now I wanna enjoy it. Now I wanna enjoy the weekend. And this 34, why rush it? I don't have to, right? And I kind of want to I don't know when I'm gonna be back up here, guys. So look at that behind me. It's Mother Nature. Sometimes it's good to get out, guys, and if you don't have to rush or load, that's the difference. You got something on lens. Just bugs. Sorry, it was in your face. Didn't mean to spit on you. Did I spit on you? Hopefully not. You know, sometimes you just gotta get out, and if you don't have to rush or load, don't rush it. You know, back east, back home, you guys see me in the last few years. It's hustle and bustle every day. Load, pick up a load, drop a load, pick up a load, drop a load, pick up a load, drop a load. What's next? Week to week, day to day. So this is a good change of pace for right now. It was a tough decision to make it, not being home, you know, with Ash, even though she's working, you know, those few hours on the weekend. It's good to be with her and, you know, be with Nyla, help out the house, help keep the apartment clean and stuff like that. So, but this is a good change of pace. I think I needed it this weekend, and needed to get out, kind of like do a couple loads, good ones, and it's kind of relaxed. So may consider it doing a little more often before it gets a little too deep into the winter. So we may do it a couple more times. I don't know. It depends on the rates, man, because rates are not good. So this was a good rate, and I got lucky with a flip back. There was another TSH driver that was parked before I arrived here, and he came out and knocked the door. I came out of the shower and asked me where I got my load, if I was dropping that one off or if I've gotten it going out. And of course, we talked for a few minutes, and I told him. So he's delivering tomorrow in Iowa, 2.5 hours north of Provo, where we picked up that load, which you guys will see on the video following this. You know, he called and they didn't have another one yet. They didn't have a list of load available. So we got blessed when we got lucky with that load being called to us when they did. So don't expect that from TSH office all the time. Once you get going on your own for a while, you're on your own. And it doesn't happen very often. So when it does, if you can, take it. If it's a good one, if it's worth it, take it. But man, look at that view. You know, life. This is a little video I want to post. I'm going to answer a question that one of the subscribers asked me about why I left Melton, just to kind of answer what the video is all about. And we're going to do it before sunset fully goes out. But I do want to take a couple of shots with this camera of this view before it does. But we're gonna answer that question. So that's the reason of the video. I decided let me do it and let me post that. And I'll post that quick before the actual video of this load, because I want to answer that question. Didn't want to message and answer, you know, kind of type all that out. So I'm better at talking. So hang on with there. If you're wondering why I left Melton Truck Lines, number one, if you've been with the channel for a while, you guys know the answer to that. I didn't leave on bad terms. I didn't leave for no bad reason. Melton was a great company to start with. I was told by many drivers that they were great to start with, and unless you wanted to really make it a career with them because it works for you, then great. But otherwise, it was a good starting experience. Other than that, that's you know, I left in good terms. So I love Melton, love the time with them and what they gave me. And as you guys know, I did it through COVID 2020, so it worked for Ashley and I because we lived in the truck through that whole time. So to answer your questions, my man, I can't remember your name right now, and actually I left my phone in the truck, so I don't even have that to pull for you. But you know who you are. I'll tag you on it on this video real quick. But yeah, that's why I left. I left because I was looking for something more regional in the East Coast, because that's where we were looking. Ashley and I were looking to live in the East, Tennessee or Kentucky. So I posted in one of the Facebook groups about anybody knew about regionals company, a good company in the East that did kind of regional or local stuff. This is my first question. I started with Melton Truck Lines. If you guys follow the channel, again, I'm not one to, I don't jump from job to job or truck to truck. Some of you guys do that. I've done that for AB reasons. That's your reasons. I just never follow that. When it came to that, I did that when I was younger, but not in trucking. So that's why I left. an owner operator was still a friend of mine. And if he watches this, I appreciate things to help. But he reached out directly to me, told me about TSH. At the time he was with TSH, he's no longer, he moved on from that. But he told me about TSH. I met another buddy of mine who's now a buddy and friend of mine, is Jay, in Miami a month before I actually made the decision to go to TSH, and went to my vacation that I had. And within talking in that spot, I never forget that day, but long story short, he told me he was going to TSH the week after, and we exchanged information, contact information, and he stayed in touch with me. We became friends, but he shared everything that we went through and kind of confirmed everything that the recruiter had told me from a driver perspective, if confirm everything. So I said, yes, it was a good choice. The rates were good, lease purchase, the price was good, good manage. We jumped on it. Of course, now 2.5 years later, we're still good. I still like what I'm doing. I don't regret the decision. But dealing with the market, owner op, lease, the lease purchase, however you guys want to call it. But it's a lease purchase. 2 more years, that truck will be mine. Basically, I'm paying the bank. That's the way I think about it at this point. Truck and trailer will be mine, but paying on that, working on that, and I think it was the best decision that I could have made, and it works for me. So TSH, another question for you was, how does TSH pay? Well, they pay you per load. You get a rate per mile, 75% of the 75% of the load plus 100% of the fuel surcharge. Any additional little fees could be tarping that goes up and down depending on the load and all that kind of stuff. But I just think about it, 75% plus fuel surcharge, what you get paid for the load. And that's what you take home. Minus fuel, minus deductions once a week, every Monday. There's deductions you have to pay. And the truck prices right now are higher than they were when I started 2.5 years ago. The trailer payments, the deductions are higher than they were. Even though you might get a 2019 or 2020 truck, then the price itself is lower, but they are still keeping the weekly payments a little bit higher than what they were doing. Shorter terms, and this has come from other drivers that I've talked to that came in touch with me, shorter terms, like instead of 5 years, you might be just 3 years, because you got a already used truck from them. But the payments are a little bit higher. So talk to a recruiter if you're interested. But my recommendation right now, honestly, I think you should wait. If you're in a company, unless you just really, really want the freedom to choose to be home when you want to be home, and just make your own decisions, or stay out how long you want to stay out and make your own decisions, that's up to you. But do your research and make sure you have, I would say if you're in a relationship, married, make sure you have that support, extra financial support at home as well, because the first month and a half, the deductions are different. They're a little bit higher. And like I said, rates, Birdie told me out there, a couple of birdies saying that the rates are going to go up, but fuel's going up a little bit already in the last couple of weeks, and rates are the last thing to might go up. But how much they go up, if they go up, we won't know until it happens. I think you can make it, but the only way, once you pass that hustle, the first month and a half, of those little higher deductions and fees that they charge you as you get into the program, can be hard on you if you don't hustle. If you probably have to still stay out that month and a half you're in, as long as you can, every couple of weeks or whatever, stay out. Well, know your lanes, learn your lanes, do your research. Like, you have to do your research. You have to be aware what lanes you got to run, where's the better rates running to and from, and what's it paying. Call the recruiter, apply. If they approve you, check the payments, do your math. And you want to keep talking, and this goes to anybody, you want to keep talking, you can reach out to me, email or Instagram, and as soon as I can, I always respond. So that's the best I can tell you. So do your research. It pays well. If you really, really want that freedom, then go for it. But otherwise, if you're doing okay in a company driver right now, I would probably suggest stick it out a little bit longer, maybe through the end of the year, and then revise that visit beginning of the year. That thought process. I know a couple of you reached out to me on Instagram, said that's what you're planning to do. You're thinking about next year. You're going to stay where you're at to finish the year, and I think that's a great decision. Wait till after the holidays, and then figure that out. And let's see where everybody's at. So, sun's going down, guys. that was the video's about. And all that, when you got time to enjoy and not have to rush a load, if you don't have to and you can, you already had a decent week and you're gonna stay out anyway and do a 34, get out. Enjoy this beauty. We only live once, right? So I'm gonna take a couple of pictures out here before the sun fully goes out, and it's going real quick. So thanks for like the video, come to contact, keep following this West Coast visit. It's pretty cool. It's gonna be a nice vlog. New camera. Let me know what you like about the new camera. How you like the new, the angles, the way it looks, the way I'm editing. Let me know what it looks. Let me know in the comments below. And make sure to like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. Still got 80% of y'all who haven't subscribed yet, but still watch the channel. So I appreciate it, guys. And we'll Friday out. See you on the next one. Peace.